Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good one. So, I know this is kind of breaking up what we were doing with the Subaru upgrades, but I just kind of figured I'm gonna show you what else I'm working on. So right now, I just bought a 2007 Mini Cooper, base model, not turboed or supercharged. And basically, I wanted to sell this car. And when I was trying to sell the car, so I bought the car knowing that there was a mechanical problem with it. And I figured it was like one of the most common ones that happens with these N12 engines. The valve seat either fell, the timing chain failed, or the head gasket failed. That was one of the three things that I thought it was. I went, checked out the car, first of all, when I went to go look at the car, it said that it was not running, that it would crank. So I kind of, maybe, there are some certain things that happen with these minis that people don't realize. Like if you drop your key, the chip could fall out of the key and then you wouldn't be able to start it anymore. So that's like a thing that I kind of thought it was, or maybe some other stuff. So went, checked it out, cranked over, sounded horrible. It was like so, and then so. So when you hear that unbalanced cranking, 3 of the cylinders didn't have compression, or at least good compression. So I put my borescope camera down there, coming to find out, timing chain let go, bent the valves. That's what happened. So anyway, I bought the car. I have it here. I already tore down the head. I actually tore out the pistons, which I have right here on the table that I will show you right now. And yeah, man, so I already sent the head out. Head's already going to be checked through, depending on how it turns out, because if it's more expensive than I want it to be, then I'm just gonna go to the junkyard, pick and pull a head, then clean it up and use that one. Hopefully it's not bent. If it is, gotta find another one to pick and pull. You feel me? So anyway, this video is just gonna be, it's gonna be laid back, really chill, kind of mostly like a test video. So if the audio is bad, sorry. This is like first test with the whole rig, brand new camera, brand new microphone. I mean, I think the clip in the last Subaru video, the ending clip, is with this camera, but anyway, I digress. So let me go ahead and show you what exactly we're doing. So right here, as you can see, we got our pistons right here, the 4 pistons, and if you look, this is cylinder 1. Here, let me set this up like this, and this is why I'm really glad I got the camera right here, because now I can zoom in for you guys. And boom, right there, you see all that, the indents right there and right there. Oh, you can see they really good right there. So basically what happened is it smacked. All of the exhaust valves smacked, each and every single piston. There, yeah, you can see it. It's got that indent right there, and it's really hard. Over here, same thing. So quickly, what we're gonna try to do is we're just gonna grind. Well, for these, I really just need to sand these sharp edges right here off. And then for this one, I'm gonna grab my Dremel, grind this out a little bit just so it can have as much space to like for it to go into the crevice again. As you can see right here, oh, it did kind of hit right there too. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to do it for both of these. But yeah, I'm just gonna really just grind this away. It doesn't matter if there's like no space, like if I take off a lot of material right here, just as long as I don't go over here, of course, which I don't plan to. This side seems fine. It was all right here. Grind this down, make this flat on all of them, and boom, we can put the bearings back in and be good. But yeah, also the way the timing failed, I have no idea how. I think what must have happened, because like looking at the guides weren't really like super worn, but the guide that stops the chain at the top were right above the cams. That guy was like completely broken, and like the chain was chewing through the metal portion. I don't know if that part of the guide just became weak or what, or I mean, it's not a manual, it's an auto, so I don't know if they like over rev the car or something. But here, I actually have the filter of the car. Yeah, this shit looks horrible. Here, let me show you. So here's the filter, and boom, there you go. Yeah, that's crazy. So that's basically how it looks. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's basically how it looks. I mean, the bearings look fine though. Also, sorry if I got awkward camera angles and stuff. I'm not centering my face. I'm just not used to it. Camera is really big, kind of heavier. But yeah, so you can see right here, these bearings don't look too bad. This is the top, so this go on the top right here, and these are the bottoms. And yeah, they're not even like, you don't see any copper. Even this one with like a gouge, like you don't feel that. My fingernail doesn't get caught on that. Same thing right here. Yeah, like I don't get caught on anything. So I'm gonna just send it with these same bearings. I bought some shit Walmart oil. I'm gonna run the car probably initially, I think maybe like 20 miles on the first oil with the first filter. It's like I think it's the Wix or the Molly filter, so it's like really high micron, low micron. I think it's the lower the number. Yeah, so it's really low micron. I guess, I don't know, however you want to term it. It's really well at going to catch the particulates in the oil. So we're gonna run it for 20 miles, dump the oil, change the filter, put in another shit oil, run that one for 50 miles, maybe like 60 or 80, dump the oil, and then we should be fine from there. I think those 2 oil flushes will be enough to get the car running. Another thing that I hope is fine are the lifters on the exhaust side. The intake side, they're all super hard. They're all hydraulic lifters, really hard when you squeeze them, but every single exhaust one is collapsed. Like you can just squeeze them and they'll just fall down. So I don't know if like it pushed all the oil out of them or what, but I have them sitting over there, and that's why I had this oil cut in half. But yeah, how do you guys like the camera? You know, this is a 4K 30 FPS. I think it's looking pretty good. Hopefully the audio's good. You know, but yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can set you guys up to watch me grind this down. Yeah, hopefully we can do that fine. I have my, oh, sorry about that. I have my light over here just pointing at the ceiling to give everything some light, because I don't know if it'd look better without this, because I'd be looking like a ghost right now. Yeah. And then all I have is this little light right here. So there'd really be like no way for me to, oh yeah, it's trying hella hard because it thinks it's like nighttime. That's why the FPS dropped. Oh, but now we're good. So yeah, anyway, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna set you guys up somewhere and we're gonna get to grinding. Let's get it. Alrighty then, guys. So here's a little setup. Basically, I got some 220 sandpaper, and I just did a little test pass on Piston 4, and honestly, it works really well. So I don't need to bust out my die grinder or my grinding wheel or anything. This is like really soft aluminum. So I'm just gonna set you guys up right here where you can see. And we're just gonna do this, so it's gonna be like a little time lapse of this, so just get to it. Alrighty. There we go. Alrighty then, you guys. So there we go. We got all of them all cleaned up. As you can see, all the really sharp parts right here and over here. Same thing on this other one. They're all ground down. Nothing hard. And the reason why you want to get all the sharp edges off is because when whatever is the sharpest point, also like the where is it, like the oh my god, this is hard, at the highest point, it's going to be, that's where the most heat is going to be. Like if you ever notice when you heat something up with a torch, if you heat it up with the tip, that's the hardest part of the torch instead of doing it at the base. So this right here is to prevent that from like really heating up and melting the piston. Also, it gets rid of anything that might have been loose that could like cause more damage. And over here, for example, on number 4, you can see I showed it a little bit earlier in the time lapse, but you can see right here, we also ground down the inner part of this wall right here. You can see there's 2 dark lines. Those are the low spots, and everything else that's shiny around it is the high spot. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in there with the Dremel, probably just Dremel this last portion out until I don't see any more of that dark spot, and then we're good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and Dremel that, clean up the pistons, clean off any sanding dust and aluminum dust, also off my fingers that is on there. Yeah, if you guys are doing this, you want it to be faster, use a grinder, like one of those little disc grinders, like the handheld ones. Or you could do what I did with sandpaper, but just use better quality sandpaper. This is the brand right, hold on, let me grab the big piece. This is the brand right here that I got. I got this sandpaper about over 10 years ago, or pretty close to 10 years ago. And like you can see like how it is, like it's all cracked up and stuff. Like that's how you know it's really cheap, and like it doesn't cut clean. If you've ever worked with 3M sandpaper, you know how much better the quality is from that compared to what I just showed you. But yeah, anyway, so I would use better quality sandpaper. It would cut better, clog less, and also maybe have some water or some WD-40, maybe some brake clean to declog the sandpaper as well. So you could just keep going at it. But yeah, man, so these things pretty much cleaned up. I just got to Dremel out that last part of cylinder 4. And then I'll be back with us putting the pistons back inside of the engine. So I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty then, you guys. So before we bring these pistons over to the car, let me go ahead and we're going to be installing the bearings back onto these. So first, let me show you the car because I actually have it here. I actually have the garage door open now. So here she is. So we got it up on jack stands, and here it is with the head taken off. So I already measured all this with the flap gauge. It's all within spec. Just gotta make sure all these crumbs and stuff get out of here. But yeah, I mean, all in all, not too bad. Yeah, so we got it all off. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do cylinder 1 first, because that one's all the way down there, and then we're gonna do 2 and 3, and then we're gonna do 4 last because I still need to grind that down. But I felt like I just wanted to get these done first, and then I can just do that one last. So yeah, so like I said, what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and grab our, oh my god, is this gonna, hello? Thought this thing's supposed to autofocus. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we're gonna throw the rods, the bearings back in the rods. So let me go ahead, I'll set you up for that, and I'll just show you how to do it on one. And because it's in the car, so you kind of have to do it a little different than it was on the engine stand, obviously. On the engine stand, it's way easier. But yeah, man. So First things first that you want to do is you really want to make sure that this surface right here is clean, because this is not supposed to have any oil at all, the inside part. Only this part. This part of the bearing should be the only part that has oil. The part on the back should be dry as a bone. Bone dry. I got 2 packs of assembly lube right there, ready for it. Let's go ahead, we're gonna set these up. So first things that I like to do is let's grab our rags and our brake clean. And we got our brake clean. Real quick little tip for you guys. Just buy one of these, and then you can buy one of these. This one's empty, but you can just buy a whole jug of this like on Amazon or directly from O'Reilly's, and that's way cheaper than just buying cans of brake clean, because that's like 5 or 6 cans and it's only like $30 or maybe even like $24, and 5 or 6 cans of brake clean, that shit's like, I don't even know, like over $60, because it's like 18 something. All right, anyway, so we're gonna start on piston 1. So real quick, right here is the arrow that tells you where it should be facing. So that's 1. Do I have the pencil on me? I don't have my pencil on me. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, you guys. So here we go. I got my little paint marker. Also, I hope it's not too loud, like the background noise, but now with that the garage is open. But yeah, so here we go. We got our little marker here. So what I'm going to do is, when you put these pistons inside the car, I'm going to mark which way down here is, like, this is cap number 1, and I'm going to have an arrow pointing this way, so I know that when this goes on, I'm putting this on the right way when I have to go underneath the car. So there we go. Also, just to let you guys know, these rod caps are only one-time use. They already torque to yield, which sucks, but that's just how it is. So I would buy like ARP bolts, but this isn't a car for me. This is a car I'm trying to resell, so I'm not going to use those. And I'm not going to write number 1 yet, because I'm going to be spraying brake clean on these parts, so it might hit the marker and just completely wipe it off. So, or just actually, well, let me get some gloves. Always put on some gloves. All right, good. So we're gonna go here, spray this a little bit. Yeah, man, I really love this, because like when you refill that, you put the pressure and it's never gonna be low on pressure, just as long as you remember to keep refilling it with air once you use it up. Because like if you fill it up a lot, of course it's gonna have less air to be able to have in there. So you just kind of have to refill it up eventually. Like when it's halfway, that's when it's like the sweet spot. That sweet spot. Okay, so there's piston 1. All clean on the top. We're gonna clean the bottom here. See how like there's a little bit of oil standing right there? So if you wanted to, you could also grab like a really light, I wouldn't say sandpaper, like Scotch-Brite or something, not like red or green, maybe like the gray one, that's like 1,000, or even like something like 500. Like, for example, like these sponges, these Scotch-Brite sponges, this is actually like 500 grit, these green ones, and this pack was like $5. So I'm just gonna go ahead, we're gonna spray both of these. Yeah, we're looking good. So boom, boom. Got the top and the bottom all clean. So next we're gonna grab our bearing here. And usually you don't want to spray this with brake clean, but these are used and they have oil on them, so I'm going to. Just really quick and really light coat. You know, it really doesn't take much, man. You don't want to go just blasting brake cleaner just because. All right, here we go. So there's the top bearing all cleaned up. No oil residue. Yep, we got standard bearings in here, so this is original. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, standard. So we're just gonna go here, all dry, and we're just gonna place this. Make sure it is flush, and then we are good. So here we go. Sorry about that, you guys. My parents were just telling me about some news, but yeah. So here we go. You gotta make sure it is flush and spaced correctly. There we go. So that right there, it looks perfect. Nothing too much on one side. So there's that. And then we already cleaned the bottom. And we're gonna grab this other bottom rod bearing. Same thing, give it a little spritz. Obviously you wouldn't need to clean it if you had new rod bearings. But you know, this is just, you know, like these are still brand new, which is surprising because these mini engines they're dog shit. So I would like I was really surprised when I saw this because you know I just showed you earlier in the video all that metal flakes that were inside of the transmission, and that's just fine. You know, I was like, okay, it's for sure rod bearing or a main cap, but nah, it's all fine. Yep. So you got there we go, all even. And yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. These are mated together to go one way because they're broken. So you really want to match up the crack side to the correct crack side. So like this one, you can see there's like a big hump. So you want to look for the side that doesn't have or that has a big hump missing out of it inverted, which is right here. So then boom. And then you can also use this line on the side to line it up. And then boom. Once you got them both all lined up, you can see right there. Perfect. Yeah, you see it just fits perfectly in line. And this is also for like aftermarket rods too. That's the on like forge rods and stuff. So cool. All clean, bearings clean. So one is this, and then the arrow's pointing this way. So we want to go like this. Go here, pop off, or you want to shake this a little bit. Get this off. And then we're going to do cylinder 1 and the arrow, just double check. It's going this way. Boom, there we go. That's it. You can take this off now because you can't put this on when you're shoving this into the engine. And now I'm going to do that for the rest of these rods right here. I'm going to do it for 2, 3, and then once I get these inside of the car and show you how to do that, I'll grind this down and put this in off camera. So let me go ahead and get all of that done, and then I'll be right back with you when I'm going to be putting them inside the car. So see you in a second. Alrighty then, you guys. So here we are at the car. We got our spring compressor. I actually found the correct tool for it because it is a square, it's not a hex. So that's awesome. So now we just go like this. Don't forget to wipe out your cylinder. Use a new clean rag for it. Try to get all the dust or whatever's in there. Then we'll go like this. Put this onto the side, I'm thinking. Come on. There we go. We want it about just that much off. Let's go here. Come on. There we go. Make sure it's even. There we go. Ooh, that seems good to me. So here you can see I left a little bit of the skirt out just so that can get in there real nice and tight. And now let's go ahead. Don't forget to look at the top where the arrow's pointing. Don't forget to grease up that bearing with your assembly lube or oil. And then we can go ahead. Let me move this out the way for you guys. Okay, so then now we can go ahead, slowly drop this. There we go. Boom, boom. Let me go grab my mallet. All right, here we go. So we got our mallet. What you want to do, make sure it's even everywhere. You don't want to smack it too hard. All right, there you go. Now, you just want to make sure everything is completely parallel. And by that, I mean like this. You want to make sure this is actually straight so it's not twisted when it goes in. And then hold this down, give it a little taps. Okay, look to check to see if anything popped out. I don't think so, I don't know, it's not going in. So we're gonna pull this out, we're gonna look. And yes, good thing we didn't keep hammering. It wasn't in all the way. I'm thinking I do have it the wrong way, because if you look at it, the band that will actually clamp the most is up here. So let's go ahead, we're just gonna redo this. One more click. There we go. Try to get these all even. Okay. Damn it. Yep. I think it fucked up again. Oh man, which fucking blows. Oh, psych. Got it. Nice. I think we're on the crank. So I'm going to go ahead, grab the rod cap and my torque wrench, and I'm going to go ahead and torque that up. So 1 second. Alrighty then, you guys. So here we are underneath the car. We got piston 1 neatly tightened, not tightened, sitting on the crank. Sorry it's a little dark under here and I don't have another light, but we're fine. So what we're going to do is we're gonna grab our rod bolt right, our other cap right here, and we're gonna grab our brand new rod bolts. You want to make sure you oil this. You don't want to put these in dry, you want these oiled. And you also want there to be oil like right underneath where the head is. So this is kind of gonna be difficult. So let me see if I can do some magic or something right here. Come on. Grab. As long as this grabs, we're fine. I think it grabbed. Cool. Nice thing about that assembly lube is that it's super sticky. Make sure the threads are clean if you end up dropping your bolt like I did. Oh, yes, it is. There we go. You want to make sure also that once you have a little bit of the thread on there, you want to pull the piston down to make sure it's fully seated on the crank. Also, I'm sure if you're already in this step, then you know what size it is, but let's say you're watching this because you want to see, you're going to take it apart. It is a size 9. You gonna focus? I guess not. But this is a 12 point size 9, which is super weird. But that's how it is. Yeah, no, that's all good. All right, cool. Looks good. Cracks are so lined that it looks like it's invisible. Our beginning torque is going to need to be 15 newton meters and then 130 angle degree of rotation. So let's go ahead and put the 15 on there first. So we got 15 newton meters. We got that on the torque wrench. You can't see it, just trust me. It says to do 5, so I'm just gonna tighten this a little bit here. And when this one turns orange on 2, I'm gonna guess that's something like 5. And then boom, there's 15. And go over here to this one. Boom, there's 15. We got our 15 newton meters. And now we're gonna be switching to angle. Now we're gonna go up to 130. This is a snap-on angle electric torque wrench. I know, cashed out the big bucks. Actually, not really. This was actually on sale because I bought this when I was a student going to school for it. And they give you nice deals on that. My fucking watch is getting caught. You want to do this in one go and not restart, even though it is electric, it can do it, but there we go. 130. You should have already clicked. There we go. Whew. Sometimes that shit's scary, my guys. All right, so there we go. We got that all fixed. Now cylinder 1 is all torqued up, lubricated. We were able to get it in without breaking any rings, thankfully. So if you want to do that, go slow. If you think it's not going through like you saw me do it the first time, pull it out, look at your clamp or whatever you're using and see if there's a better way where it clamps closer to the where the rings are going to enter, and then do it like that. If you need to stop halfway through, make sure it's flat, push down on the coupler and then push down in one smooth motion where you think it's stuck. If it doesn't go down when you push it smooth, like how it did for me, pull it out, redo it until you get it. So cool, we got that one done. Now I'm going to do that for 2 to 4. I am not going to record that because it'd be repetitive, so I'll catch you when that's all done. See you in a second. Alrighty then, you guys. So we kind of fucked up. So what ended up happening was, I saw the cap, like pretend this is number 2. I saw the cap for 2 right there. I'm like, awesome. Grab that. Then I grabbed the piston that was right on top of it because I was like, that's got to be it. I don't know why just move them slightly over. Grabbed it, went over there, did the whole show, boom, 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 pushed it in. Wasn't paying attention to what number it was because, you know, I assumed that it was 2, and I'm over here focusing on that it went in. I go down, I got the cap, says number 2, awesome, put it up there, boom, 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 do my torque, do my angle, come back up, look at it, shit. I put number 3 in cylinder 2 and used the cap for the rod cap for 2 on 3. So now I'm like, well, fuck. I literally just told you guys not to do this because you could fuck up the perfect crack for the rods, and you're also just wasting money because these bolts are one-time use. So I just wasted money. I'm not really tripping about it. It's like $16 because it's like $8 per bolt. The only thing that sucks is that the only place around me that would do the shipping for free, they only have 1 bolt, so then I'm gonna have to get it from a place that needs shipping, so the shipping's probably gonna be like $10 or even more. So I'm gonna be paying somewhere around $20 to $30 just for 2 bolts when I paid that for all 8. Well, yeah, kind of like that for all 8. So that doesn't matter, you know. I'm owning up to my mistake to myself, not to you guys, because I could have just lied to you, but I want to show you guys the failures so you don't do them. But yeah, took them out, put the cap of 2 on the rod 2, fine, fits fine, hairline crack is still perfect. Grabbed the rod for 3 and then put the cap on it, perfectly fine. So then I just put 1, 2, and 3 over there. I'll show a little clip right here. And then, I put 3 in 2. So can't do 4 because I need 2 bolts to come in for it. So that's gonna be for another day. But thankfully, the cylinder head is still at the machine shop. So I didn't really waste time. You know, I could have got that portion done, maybe threw on the oil pump with the chain and the new guide, maybe throw the windage tray back on. All good though, fine. I'll just order that up. When that comes in, I'll just have the day to do everything on this. But yeah, so real quick, I know earlier I was talking like as if the other Subaru video would have been out by now, but I'm actually still editing that one. I thought I would have been done with that one before finishing this video, but this video is actually really short. I'm pretty sure. I don't think the footage is actually long. So this is probably one of my shorter videos. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna pump this one out and then I'll finish off the Subaru one. I still need to do one more scene for that one, but you know. So be on the lookout for that. After that Subaru video, we got big things coming for it, big things, and then we're gonna be making that big horsepower, boy. So make sure you're on the lookout for that. Also, I don't know what I'm gonna call this, if this is even gonna be a series. Maybe this is like, you know, flip of the week, or you know, I don't know how long this is gonna be. So maybe flip of the month, or shit, it's just gonna be the mini flip. So I'm gonna show the rest of the progress on this, like putting the head on, the chain, everything else. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate all you guys who still stuck around and have been leaving likes and still watching the videos. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Hopefully I can get a new lens by the next video. If not, we're gonna make this really small lens work. But yeah, man, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.